they get to look. They hating. Look. They hating. They hating podcast. They hating.
That shit burnt. Bye.
He gonna be back. He ain't.
That's all right. He come
He
back.
ain't done. He ain't done. So Beans, you gonna hang out in the back?
That's a fact.
All right, I got you. Appreciate you, my brother.
Yep.
Sigma Male. Is that strategies? I can't see the whole name. I apologize.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up, brother? How you?
I'm fine.
What? I need to preface it. I need to preface it real quick. Question, comment, or smoke?
I have a comment and a question.
Okay.
Excuse me, it's my first time coming up on your show. I've seen your show like a couple of times, so I'm becoming a big fan of your show.
Thank you.
My first comment is, I can't believe I have to agree with the ladies for the past 10 minutes.
Okay.
Nate Cannon is a cookie. I mean, excuse my accent. I'm African. I'm Nigerian, so
It's cool. It's cool. It sounds good. Come on, we like it. We like it. Come on.
Nick Cannon is a cookie. Him and Elon Musk, the owner of CEO of Twitter. But I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here. He's having, I mean, he can afford it, but he's having multiple kids with multiple baby mamas. We're not putting in consideration the consequences that's going to have later on down the road. Can he afford it? Sure, he can afford it. But that doesn't mean he's not a pookie. He's still a pookie. The canon is. So we preaching responsibility and accountability in black, because the same thing now is happening in Nigeria. Actually, more and more kids are being born out of wedlock, even though the numbers are still low, but and we're seeing the impact. So we can't say we want a responsible family structure and then trying to make excuses for what Nick Cannon is doing. I mean, the difference between him and most pookies is he can afford it, but that doesn't excuse his behavior. He's still a pookie. My question for the ladies is, what kind of men are they attracted to? Like, what kind of men do they want to be in a relationship with? Based on my own personal observations, a lot of women, not just here in the States, but even in my home country in Nigeria, a lot of women, they want to be attracted to faithful Suge Knight. You know, DJ, you know who Suge Knight is, right?
Suge Knight?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so a lot of women want to be, they want a faithful Suge Knight that's going to be faithful, not going to see another female. You know, it's like those men doesn't exist. Like, so my question for the ladies is like, what kind of men are they attracted to? Like, in terms of personality, in terms of height, in terms of character. So, like, you know, I can go. Let me start off with Tay. Tay, well, like, what kind of men are you attracted to, if I may ask?
Sure. Dang, you put me on the spot, sir. I like a man with a vision, a man with a plan who sees a bright future for himself and see me as a part of that. Strong, physically, nice smile, taller than me, but that's easy to do, and considerate and caring.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm looking for.
Like, if I may ask, like, what's your height? If I may ask, I don't want to probe.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm sorry. I'm 5'1".
Oh, 5'1". Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's easy. Yeah, that's easy to do.
Hey, do you happen to like Nigerian men?
Huh?
I think that's the question he getting at.
I'm open to love in all forms. So.
No, no. The reason why I was to miss love also, and to the rest of the ladies, because a lot of women, they want like someone that's a man that's going to be faithful, considerate, but also has like a Rastafarian gangster type of personality. But those personalities also translate in other aspects of men's life. So there's nothing wrong in attracting those kind of men, but you have to be prepared to share him once in a while, to share him sexually with other women. But if you're not ready to share him sexually with other women, then you might have to start looking for other certain characteristics of men in terms of personality, provided the man can, he knows his accountability, his responsibility, his ability to provide financially, to lead, to mold, to persuade, to convince, his ability to seduce, to both seduction, persuasion, both in romance, sexual and other aspects. So there's nothing wrong in having those kind of men, but at the same time, you have to know the kind of boundaries and personality of the type of man that you're shooting for. So you can't have everything in one man. So a lot of women, they're looking for like literally like less than 3% of the kind of men they're looking for. Pretty much less than 3% of all men population. If we've been honest about it.
I got a question. So you
Yes.
came up and asked Tay what she looks for, what she's attracted to, and none of what she said is what you're saying that women want. So my question is, why do you all always think that you know what we want better than we do? Like nobody has said anything about a Suge Knight, and I'm not sure what you meant by that. If that's just like a bad boy persona, the Rastafari, all of that. Nobody said anything like that. So I think that you guys feel that way, that we think that way, regardless of what we say. And you're not actually hearing any of the things that we say. Nobody's looking for a Suge Knight, certainly, to put your fucking head to a wall. But we do want the men with the good qualities, who are honest and respectful and trustworthy and will treat us nicely, yada yada yada. So where you get that from?
So after his reply, I need to get Snowman in, and I gotta read super chats. Go ahead, Sigma.
Okay. Actually, to be for a man to be successful in most facet of life, in marriage, in relationship, in finances, he has to know what a woman wants, even more than the woman. Like, let's say, Dana. Let's say I'm your type. Just pretend I'm your type for a minute. Let's say I'm your type. You know that I'm your type, but I don't know about you yet. I have to know personalities of most of you ladies in this panel, and most of the ladies that's watching. A man has to know about female nature in order to be a successful and attractive man. So he has to know how to communicate with a woman. He knows how to interact with a woman. He has to know how to convince, how to persuade her, because most of you are not sure what you're attracted to. Most of the ladies, if we've been honest, most of the ladies are not sure what you're attracted to. Like if I ask some of the women, they might say like a bad boy or an alpha male. I don't even know what that means anyway. But they might say like a bad boy. Then when you start deep going in, what do they actually mean by a bad boy? Bad boy they're not conducive for marriage. I'm sorry. What you consider like in a marriage, you have to be bored sometimes. If you're not prepared to get bored in a marriage, don't get married. That's for men and women. Sometimes you're going to get bored. Sometimes you're also going to have fun. But a lot of people are they think marriage is always going to be fun 24/7. No, it's not. So, but specific to your question, a man has to know. Like if I ask you what you're looking for, the type of men you're looking for, you're going to give me a politically correct answer. Most of you ladies are not going to say what actually arouses you from a man. Arousal.
You know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about. We do know what we want. You can't tell us we know what we want. Like, no, sir, I'm going to have to cut you off on that one because that's not true.
No, I have to disagree. Because I have to disagree. The reason why I have to disagree is a man there's a reason why certain specific group of men are always successful in like getting women pregnant and not being it. No, the statistic, you might not take my words, but the statistic says it. There's a reason why certain group of men are successful in get just enough to get a female pregnant, but they're not going to be there to assume their responsibility, like emotional. They might pay child support, but they're not going to be there for emotional support, for
Sigma
support, or things like
Sigma.
that. Yes.
So Will had, so we do $20 kickoffs. The comments, the subscribers, and all that, they can kick people off. Will had one from last week, so it seems like the sentiment is that you kind of filibustering. So Will used his 20 from last week to kick you off. Now you're more than welcome to come back if you just pay the 20. But Will just kicked you off. But I think you were saying something. I just think, well, look. They see Sigma. You got it, man. You got to get yourself back up here because they shitting on what you were saying, bro.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I'll be back.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.